Hey guys, thank you for clicking on this review. This is of the miniseries Band of Brothers, which if you watched my review from yesterday, which is on my channel now, of the rebooted Hawaii Five-O, I said I was going to be doing this today. So here we go. This is an HBO miniseries, so it's just one season of 10 episodes. So it doesn't end on a cliffhanger, there's no loose ends or anything like that. It's just a straight 10 episodes. They're all about an hour long. Without commercials, they're about 45 to 50 minutes long each. And it is a story about World War II, about the German side of World War II. It was created by Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg. Yes, that Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg. And it's very, very well done. It tells a very gripping and true story of Easy Company. And Easy Company was one of nine, I think they mentioned in like the pilot in the first episode, of like nine companies in the airborne, which was a section of the army where men jump out of planes and parachute straight into the action. The acting is very, very well done. It tells a very intense story, and it's just incredible. It gives you respect for what these men and others like them went through to fight for our independence, which is coming up in 2 days, which is why I'm doing these reviews of like war movies and shows and stuff to really hope that I can convince some of you to watch one of these shows or movies to just give you a respect of the freedoms we have and what men and women went through and are still going through today to fight and to allow us to have those freedoms that we have. And we owe them our respect. And this show, plus the specific, which I'm going to review tomorrow, and then Hacksaw Ridge, they're all World War II based, but it's just, I have great respect. And I think if you can handle the blood and gore, because there is blood and gore, but if you can handle that, I think you should watch Band of Brothers and then the miniseries I'm going to talk about tomorrow, and then Hacksaw Ridge, which I'm going to talk about July 4th, just to have a greater respect for all the men in the past and the men and women currently who fight to allow us to live normal lives. And these shows and movies, I think, really illustrate that point very, very well. Back in 2001, 2002, when this premiered, it has a lot of well-known actors that we know now, but back then they were still like just getting their foot in the door. But it has the likes of Donnie Wahlberg, Damian Lewis, even Tom Hanks' son, Colin Hanks, makes an appearance in one episode. So a lot of well-known actors that are doing very good in their careers today were still getting started when they were a part of this, and it's just interesting to see them so young and how much respect they had for this job. Because yes, it's a job, they're acting. But this miniseries is just one of many that I appreciate that they made. And it's a really, really good miniseries. It is available on Netflix and also the HBO streaming channel. I don't know what they're calling it now. I think they're calling it Max or Max Go or HBO. I don't know what the heck they're calling it at this point, but it's on those two streaming channels. It's also out on Blu-ray and DVD. I highly recommend giving this a shot. If you can handle war violence, it will definitely put life in perspective, in my opinion. I appreciate if you guys watched this. Thank you. Please like this, subscribe, and comment. Let me know, do you know anyone who served in World War II? I know my grandfather on my dad's side did, and I am very proud of that fact. And I am grateful for the sacrifices and for what he did. And for all the men and women who have fought or are fighting currently. Um, Let me know if there's a movie or a war movie or show that you watched or have watched that you really, really just enjoy the heck out of. And it just, like I said for Band of Brothers, it puts life in perspective. I'm curious. Let me know. Comment below. So, thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye!